So today, we're going over a little trick that can be pretty helpful once you get it down. It's all about sliding around. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kind of lessons here, and they all do slightly different things. The first one is on the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on 2 strings, and then it ends up from the 2nd to the 4th. So on the B string, it goes B string, high E string, and then G string. So it would sound like this. Sorry. And when you're doing it, think about keeping your fingers, or at least using these particular fingers. So the first one, use your middle finger, and then you're ready to put down your 3rd finger on the next string. And your 1st finger is ready to be on the 2nd to the 4th. And so that just sort of shows you how you're sort of playing almost within a chord when you're doing this. The next one has 2 different patterns, and it goes up. It's a little run that's kind of familiar as far as like it almost implements a scale. But we're going to add a slide to it. So what happens is, like, throughout there's just 2 different patterns. One that's separated by 1 fret, which gets you like kind of the first 2 notes of a typical D chord. Another one that's separated by 2 frets. So it goes like this. And you'll see that the first shape happens on the 2nd and 3rd frets. The second shape happens, the first shape happens, it repeats again on the 7th and 8th. But then the rest of them are spread by 2 frets. So 3rd and 5th, 5th and 7th, 8th and 10th, 10th and 12th. So if you get that pattern down, eventually you do it fast, it sounds like. And that allows you to think in this sort of terms of how these shapes can be used. And the next one is sort of like a popular riff or lick from a Tom Petty song. And it shows you how when you slide on one, you're going to make your way down the other strings and start where you end off. So it starts off on the 10th and the 8th and hits the 9th fret of the next lowest string, which is the G string, and then it goes and ends up on the 7th fret of the D string. So you see how you move downward and at the same time going up the neck, or down the neck as it were. But it would sound like this all together. And that goes right into this next one, which is a double stop, which means you're playing 2 notes at the same time. And on this we're going to slide back and do it a couple times in the same sort of shape where you're using 2 fingers on 2 different strings at the same time. And then the next one is kind of similar to this pattern that we did on higher strings, but it's for some lower strings. And so it's going to use the D string and the G string. And it has a similar thing where they're separated by 1 fret or 2 frets. So it starts off sliding on the D string from the 2nd to the 4th, and keeping your other finger back on the back, and hitting the 2nd fret of the G string. So it would sound like. And then the next one would go from the 4th to the 5th. So you see how separated by 2 frets, separated by 1 fret, and then it goes back to the 2 fret part for 2 more spots. Now if that were to repeat, we've only kind of written it up to the 7th and 9th position, but if I were to do it again, it would go back to that first, or to that separated by 1 fret shape. So yeah, sliding around is a lot of fun. You can slide into other chords whenever you start to do this. And it just helps expand your style, allow you to kind of figure out how to play around with chords. So anyway, play around with it and have fun with it more than anything. And you don't always have to slide into one single note. If you feel like you're in a chord and you want to hit some open notes as well, you can go ahead and do it and see what sounds cool. Anyway, have a good summer and see you when you get back.